known as the Italian Republic. Okay, Michael?
We're in the world of Italy.
Okay, and looking at the world map, we know that we live over here in the United States, and that right there, that's Italy. So, looking at the map, which place is larger? Us or them? Us, yeah. So, and we know that if we wanted to go to Italy, we couldn't just jump in our car and go, could we? No. We had to fly right in the boat. That's right. And he is going to tell you a little bit more here about Italy.
Italy is a country in the continent of Europe. It is famous for being shaped like a V. The islands Sardinia and Sicily are part of Italy too. Over 61 million people live in Italy. People that live in Italy are Italian.
Okay, so we live in America. They call us Americans. And people that live in Italy are called Italian. And Italy, as he told you, is in the continent of Europe. And if you know where Europe's at, Italy is going to be pretty easy to find. If you remember that it is in the shape of a what? What is it? A boot. So if you it's kind of like this. If you look at it like that, you'll see that it's kind of like a high heel.
Yeah, it looks more like high heels.
A high heel boot. And it's kicking a weirdly shaped ball. And that's Sicily, which is still part of Italy. And this is Sardinia, which is part of Italy. Italy is made up of those two islands as well. Okay? Italy is a peninsula because it has three sides are near water. 3 bodies of water. So there's the Mediterranean Sea as well. So do you think you'd be able to find it if you saw it on a map?
Yeah.
Thinking about the high heel boot? Yeah, I think that. Okay, Kenzie's going to tell us a little bit about the geography because there's flat land, but there's also lots of mountains. Okay, Kenzie's behind you
The
here.
Alps mountain range in the north separates Italy from other European countries. The highest mountain range in Italy, Mont Blanc, is found in Alps.
Okay, so here's a picture of the Alps in Italy. And there's Mont Blanc. As she had told you, that's the highest mountain in Italy. Now, Italy also has something else.
Bryce.
Come on up, Bryce. We're going to tell them about it. There's 3 of them in Italy. And you, I'm sure, know what these are by looking at them. Don't check your age. Okay.
In the south of Italy, there's 3 different active volcanoes.
That's right. There's the Vesuvius, Stromboli, and Etna. We looked those up on how to pronounce them on some of those websites, but it's kind of hard to remember. But those are active volcanoes, okay? And there's 3 of them. Okay, Cameron, come on. Hey, you need to be on your buttons. Pay attention so you know to come.
Rome is the capital of Italy. It is the largest city in Italy.
Okay, so it's the largest city there is in Italy, and it is the capital. Now, this place here is an important tourist attraction, and it's called the Colosseum. So we're going to talk about it a little bit later, and why there's that fella standing up there. Okay.
Now I'll show you.
The Italian flag. Say the
The Italian flag.
The Italian flag. Now, as you can see, there's 3 like stripes and 3 colors, and he made his out of pasta, different kinds of pasta that day. So each color represents a virtue. So first grade, what does the green represent?
Hope.
What does the white represent?
Faith.
And the red?
Charity.
That's right. Okay, now let's listen a little bit to their national anthem. We know we have one, and we'll listen to a little bit of theirs. This one, it had the English words with it. So.
Subtitles.
Okay, now they have their national anthem, and they also have a national bird. What's the national bird? A bluebird, and the national animal is the Italian wolf. And the national flower?
Lily.
Lily. We help her out with the lily. All of us say the lily.
That's the lily?
It's just a lily. No, that's what it is. Okay, interesting things to see in Italy. There's that Colosseum we saw earlier. And Paige is going to tell you about this.
The Colosseum is...
Shh.
The Colosseum is...
An amphitheater.
An amphitheater and festivals and the gladiator games were held here.
Okay, so this was built a long time ago, and there were festivals and the gladiator games, and they would fight, or they would fight criminals. And there was also something called Man versus Beast, where they would fight like an animal. A person would fight an animal until the death of one of them, whether it was the person or the animal. Kind of like we see on movies sometimes.
It's like a llama. Is it normally it's a llama?
Now this has also had a lot of damage, it's had a lot of rings, because Italy sits on a fault line, and that means it has more earthquakes than a lot of other countries. So since there's been so many earthquakes, it's taken a lot of damage. Been damaged a lot. Okay, Jace is coming up to tell us about Venice, another very interesting city in Italy.
Waterways used to get from place to place.
Okay, so the canals in Venice, they're just waterways to get from place to place. And you know why? Because in Venice, there are no roads, no cars. There's just the canals. There are only sidewalks and canals, and you have to ride in a boat or walk over a bridge to get where you're going. Many people enjoy riding in a gondola, and it's a gondola is a flat-bottom boat, flat-bottom rowboat. It's made to move around those waterways. Okay, that's what they have. They have to use a boat to get around. Now, there's other types of boats, but Venice is also called a sinking city because the scientists say it is sinking a little each year where it's on the water. Okay, Carnival of Venice. That would be Destiny, and JD is going to tell you a little bit about it. Okay. Good.
Venice is also known for
Some of the most popular. Some of the most popular carnivals.
Carnivals in Europe.
Okay, so Venice is also known for those popular carnivals, and at these carnivals, people like to dress up. Look at that, and wear those fancy masks. So we, as a class, we made our own fancy masks, didn't we? And they look pretty cool, as if we were going to go to a carnival. They also have holiday celebrations, different types. Look at their clothing. That was some of the things we talked about how there's a folk dance that's popular, the Tarantanella. I think that's how you say Tarantanella. I'll look that up on the pronunciation website. And okay, so I'll show you a little bit of this. Someone said her, where we do that? Do y'all ever do a dance like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how they're dressed too. This is just one of their okay. Let's see. Alright. Okay. Another popular place. See, there's lots of popular places in Italy. Lots to learn about.
Yeah.
This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, listen. Shh.
The bell tower is leaning because it was built on soft ground.
Okay, did everybody hear that? It's built on soft ground. You all can read that too. Alright, so when they built it, it didn't have a good foundation. So that ground's just really soft and it's just sinking into the ground. Some people have talked about tearing it down, but others say, no, it's a pretty landmark. So they just want to leave it. Rome has the biggest church in the world. It is called St. Peter's Basilica. This church is in the Vatican, and the Vatican is so big that it's considered its own country. So Vatican City is the smallest country in the world, and it's right in the middle of Rome, Italy. So there's a country within a country. This is the home of the Pope, and he is the leader of the Catholic Church. The main language in Italy is Italian. A lot of people still speak French or German, and children in Italy, they actually learn English, our language, as their second language most of the time. This was a website I found when we were talking about counting to 10 because we did our gelatos and we practiced counting Italian.
Today we're going to be teaching you some Italian phrases. To count to 10 in Italian, you will say 1, uno, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so that gives you an idea. Okay, Logan, come up here. Okay, first grade. You should be on your bottom. Okay, now Italy has a very popular sport there, and you probably can tell by just looking at him what it is. Wait, listen to him. What? That's right, the most popular sport in Italy is soccer. The second most popular is basketball. And they have other things, of course, like volleyball, Formula One racing, and a lot of others that we have too. Schools in Italy, children, they attend school from ages of 6 to 16. The school weeks last from a Monday to a Saturday. There's a couple of days, though, they get to go home early. Shh. And a lot of times they wear uniforms. Italian foods, they're known all around the world. We have Italian food here, don't we? That's even popular here. Pizza and pastas, enjoyed all over the world. But they have other main dishes too, like pork, beef, seafood, and potatoes. And Tori, tell them about pasta.
Do you know that there are over 300 different kinds of pasta?
Did you know that?
No. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's over hundreds of different kinds of pasta. Okay, cannolis, there's a type. Risotto. Okay, here we go. Ethan's going to tell you about this.